Hi guys, this is my February work in progress update. As you can see, I'm in a new place. I'm in the new rented bungalow I'm renting with my wife and one of our friends. And it's 10 PM, so I'm trying to keep my voice down a bit because the other two have gone to bed. But I wanted to do this while this was still the first. I'm really tired, I can't stop blinking, so you'll have to bear with me. Watching myself on the camera is like really obvious. Okay, so I've done quite a bit this month, stitching wise. Not as much as I'd hoped, but quite a bit. So first of all, as most of you know, I went to the Mad Haters Heaven and Earth's design stitching retreat at the beginning of February and met a bunch of people there. I won't try and name them all because I'll miss people, but everyone I met was lovely. It was a great experience, and I have already signed up to go next year. So next February I'll be doing exactly the same thing. So that's good. I worked a little bit on my Heaven and Earth design, as you will see later in the video. And I also bought some stash, so that happened. But I would use descriptions at the end, and I will also put some photos of what I got at the retreat. And no, I will do photos of people and the retreat at the end, not photos of my stash. I will just show you my stash because it's next to me. So yeah, so I worked on 4 different projects this month. So the first project is Box of Delights, which I've nicknamed Box of Friends. I don't have it here to show you because it's currently with Bonnie. Oh no, she's posted it, so it's not with Bonnie anymore. But it's been posted. It's out and about in the world, being stitched on. What I can do is show you some photos. So the first photo I've got to show you is the photo of what it looked like when you guys last saw it. And this is what it looked like when I sent it off into the wide world. So yeah, that is Box of Delights. You won't be seeing that again until it comes back to me. So I don't remember how many people are going to stitch on it, but it won't be back with me until the end of the year. So, and it'll be really exciting because what I've basically said to everyone is use your favourite flosses and just go a bit crazy. So that'd be nice. And obviously I have to finish off the border and the motifs in between the delights. I'm hoping that everyone will stitch their initials in between the delights as well, so I don't have to do as many motifs, and also to personalise it. So that'll be fun. The next project I worked on, if we forget the retreat for a moment, is this month's piece for the round robin. And that piece was D Stitches, The Great British Sampler by Stitch Rovia, and I've already posted it off. So what I've done is I made a quick video talking about it before I posted it. So I'm going to insert that now, and so enjoy. So this is just a quick clip to show off the round robin before I send it off in the post. This is the bit I did on The Great British Sampler by Stitch Rovia, and it's a cream tea. So we've got the little scones with the jam and the cream. We have a teapot and 2 cups of tea, and I've just put my initials at the bottom there, so Dee will remember who stitched that. I'll show you what it looks like in its entirety. I just stitched the cream tea. I didn't stitch the rest of it. The rest of it was stitched by Dee. And obviously I will link her channel in the description. Oh. So this chair is not the best place to do this. Let's try the floor. There you go. So that's it in its entirety so far. And obviously other people will be stitching other motifs. So you got a sign saying Land's End, John O'Groats, a map, and then a big Great Britain, which Dee is filling in. So yeah, I'm really pleased. Obviously it says, I do beg your pardon at the bottom, because obviously that's something us Brits say all the time when we're annoyed at something someone says. You go, I do beg your pardon. Like, are you sure you want to say that again? So yeah, do you guys want to see what it will look like when it's finished? I mean, I'm sure Dee will show you. Look at that while I find the picture. I don't want to show you the pattern. Okay. So that's what it will look like when it's done. So obviously I just did this little bit down here, but everyone else in the round robin will do other bits. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the next project I get in the post will be. So yeah, I just wanted to make this quick clip before I send it off in the post, because it will be sent off in the post before I make my proper end of the month update. I actually think at some point I'm going to get this project for myself and stitch it, because I really like it. It's adorable. So yeah, I'm going to go now and do some more stitching, so I'll have more to show you guys in my end of the month update. So happy stitching! I hope that was enlightening. I really enjoyed working on that piece, and as I said in the video, I think I think I want to get it in future to stitch for myself, but that is a long-term goal. I've got plenty to stitch before that. So let's go to the retreat. The piece I took to the retreat was Mini Lily of the Valley, and I got more stitched than I thought I would. I thought I would spend all of my time chatting, but I didn't stitch a substantial amount. I stitched probably 300 stitches, something like that, over 2 days. There was a lot of chatting and looking at everyone else's pieces, and one lady or a couple of ladies brought their Heaven and Earth design finishes. One lady brought a chatelaine finish. It was beautiful. So yeah, there was lots to distract. There was lots of cake and pastries, and there was a lot of tea and a lot of laughing, and it was just fun. But I did stitch on it. So here is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here is what it looks like now. It's still on its frame, so I thought I was going to work on it more this month, but I didn't. So I stitched this bit, and then this bit here. So I'm pretty pleased with how much I did. It's getting there. And you can see there's these flowers coming up in here. So yeah, I hope you guys can see that. I can't see what I'm showing you. Yeah, I'm pleased. I like this piece a lot, and I'm hoping to stitch on it more this month, but I will talk about my plans close to the end of the video. So, Mini Lily of the Valley. Put it down there. Okay, my laptop is falling off my lap. The other piece that I stitched on this month was Pretty Little London by Gypsy Street. And when you guys saw it last, I'd only made a teeny tiny little start on it. So here is what it looked like when you guys last saw it. If you remember, that was my teeny tiny little start, so I could officially say I started it in 2015 and not fail my year of no starts right off the bat. But here is what it looks like now. Yay! I'm really pleased. So, I got Tower Bridge here, and started the London Eye here. I've actually been on the London Eye. It was pretty cool. And I've been on Tower Bridge. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. I'm really enjoying the colours, the stitching. I love the fabric. So all in all, I'm very happy. This is stitched on 32 count even weave in pitch by Sparklies, and it's an opalescent. So basically it's sort of black and grey and sparkly. So that's basically my progress for the month. I have mainly, after I finished Round Robin piece, I was mainly working on this, and I really love it. So stitching plans for this coming month is I'm getting back to my rotation. It's been a bit weird, losing my train of thought. It was a bit weird because I had the last 2 months, because I've had pieces with deadlines. So I had Box of Delights, which I focused on in January because I needed to get it done. I didn't do much stitching in January. I needed to get it all plotted out before the retreat. So that was January written off. And this month, this Pretty Little London has actually got a deadline. But I've decided that, you know what, if I don't finish it by the deadline, I will just give it to the recipient at Christmas instead. And it won't matter. And it'll be fine. Because I've got them another present anyway. So, yeah, all is well with that. But what I'm going to do is, my goal-based rotation that I started at the end of last year was working super well for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with that, work through all of my pieces, have a goal on each one, and just work through that. But I'm also going to have a piece which I'm going to focus to finish it. So, and I will basically alternate between the 2 pieces. I don't know if I'm going to alternate every day, or stitch a few days on one, stitch a few days on the other until either one of them is finished. Either the focus piece is finished, or the goal piece is reached its goal, and then obviously when that's reached its goal, I will pick the next piece in the rotation to do for the goal, and when the focus piece is finished, I will pick another piece that is the closest to being finished and focus on that one to be finished. And that way I'll be working on 2 projects at a time and getting it done, getting progress. And obviously also the first project I'll be working on in the month is the Round Robin piece. My one for this month actually arrived today, but I think I'll save that and show you guys when it's done. So it's probably easier. There's nothing to show you apart from other people stitching on that. So what was I saying? So, okay, my focus piece to be finished is this one, because this one is closest to being finished out of all my pieces. And as I said, it does technically have a deadline, but yeah. So this one I'm gonna keep out. I'm gonna work on it probably every other day, maybe every other couple of days. Not sure. Depends how into my other projects I'm gonna get. And I think my first goal-based piece is gonna be this one. In the rotation, I'll start with this one, and my goal for this is not to finish page 2, because then I will not work on anything else. But what I'm going to do for this goal is fill in large blocks of colour in this block and on this page. Do all the large bits of colour and then leave all the confetti for next time. And because there's quite a few flowers on this page, this flower kind of arches up and goes down. I don't think it's a big task to do all the big blocks of colour. It's like along here, and there's blocks down here. So basically, this bit and this bit will be filled in, and I'll leave the confetti flowers till next time when it comes up. And then I haven't quite worked out rotation order yet, but that's what I'm going to do. And obviously, I'm still standing strong with my no new starts. However, I think it's because I've stopped myself from starting anything. I keep acquiring new patterns, and this is a problem, because next year I'll be like, well, I'm not doing a year of no starts anymore. I can start everything. That's not going to happen. I'm going to be really selective, and the maximum new starts for next year is going to be a start month. But I don't think I will do that many, she says. So yeah, so that's my plans for this month. And if you don't want to watch any stash acquisition, feel free to leave now, because that's pretty much what the rest of the video is going to be. I don't have that much, but I do have quite a bit. And then obviously there'll be photos at the end. So if you are leaving now, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. If you're staying, enjoy the stash acquisition. So, where should I start? I'll start with needle minders. I'm not a needle minder buyer. However, at the retreat, there were several vendors selling retreat-specific needle minders, and I kind of picked them up. So this one is Mad Haters UK 2016, and it's handmade by Greta. So I really like that. It's pretty. I mean, I don't know if I'll use it, but I have it. I can decorate things with it. Another one I got is by Crafty Bit Creations, and it says Mad Chatters 2016, and Marika made these for the little group of us that were chatting to get to know each other before the retreat. So that's Crafty Bit Creations. I will link places in the description if I remember. But yes, I like this one. It's fabric, hand-dyed fabric with stitching. Let me put this needle minder by Greta on here, otherwise I'll lose it. And then I got 2 needle minders from Lisa at No More Lost Needles, and they're super strong. So I've got another Mad Chatter needle minder, and I also got a Baratheon needle minder from, this is a business card by the way, No More Lost Needles. Baratheon from Game of Thrones, because I saw it and I had to have it because I love Game of Thrones. and I'm reading the 5th book at the moment. And yeah, so yeah, I have needle minders now, so that's the thing. What should I show you? Shall I show you patterns, or shall I show you fabric, or shall I show you threads? Let's show you fabric. Okay. I got Russell 2 lots of Crafty Bit Creations Cashel linen, and it's lime green, sort of getting the colour there, lime green and yellow, and I got a 26 by 18 bit and a 13 by 18 bit, so I'm really pleased because I love those colours. I don't know what I use them for, but lime green is my favourite colour, and I just had to get these. So let's see, you can sort of see that. I won't get them out because they're super adorably wrapped, so I'm leaving them in that. And I bought them from Marika at the retreat, so that's Craft Bit Creations fabric. And then at the retreat I also got this piece of hand-dyed. It's sort of pink and yellow. Wow, my lighting is super bad because it's, you know, 10:30, and I don't understand how fabric folds. I was trying to fold it so you can see better. Because it's sort of orangey, pinky, yellow. Yeah, sorry guys, that's really terrible. But this is by Sugar Maple Fabrics, and it's 32 count Lugana, and oh man, you see it better on there. Oh, that's slightly better. So yeah, Sugar Maple Fabrics, and I believe they are no longer in business, but it's really nice, and I just wanted it because it was pretty, and I don't know what I use it for, but I use it for something. So going back in the bag, please. Thanks. I'm super tired, you guys. I am. Well, I'm putting it back in the bag. I think last night I was allergic to our bed sheets, and I just was up literally most of the night because I was just sneezing, and it was really terrible. I wonder, actually, before I put my super organised video, the Marika's Fabric Whale, does it show up better? It does! Yay! See, greeny yellow. So yeah. Go over there. And then I got a little bit more fabric and stuff because I got the January Mystery Box. It sealed itself back up from Crafty Kitten, and the themes for the mystery boxes for this year are birthstones. So January is Garnet. Russell. And this fabric is 32 count Joblin in the colour Rhodolite. And that is not. Okay. That's better. I'm going to do this from now on. It's like purpley red and it's a bit deeper than that, but you get the general idea. And this is a 13 by 18 bit, and it's super pretty. I don't know what I'm going to stitch on it, but I really like it. It's got like a little bit of green in there as well. Yeah. I've already ordered the February box and the March box because you have to order it the month before. Yeah, so I should get the February box soon. So that's exciting. So fabric, and then the box also comes with, I'm sorry, I'm so disorganized. Some beads. Hill 00367. They are pretty red beads, like deep red, but they are not showing up. No, never mind. You've seen beads. You can take my word for that. And then a dark red Krennic, which is sparkly. And it's number 080 in number 4 braid, high luster. It's really nice. I really like this, and I hope I'll have to use it for something in the future because it's really pretty. And then I got Weeks dye wax in brick, which is a reddy browny colour. And I got classic colour wax in cherry cobbler, which is a redder. So if you put them side by side, you can see that the brick is more brown and the cherry cobbler is slightly more red, but they're both pretty variegated. Not super variegated. The brick isn't super variegated, but it's variegated enough for me to be pleased. And that is the January Garnet Mystery Box, and I'm really happy for the price. I think it's worth it, and if you buy the mystery box, you can order the fabric in different sizes anytime this year, and they won't be released to people who haven't bought the boxes until next year if they're released at all. So, I mean, if I wanted to stitch something on the rhodolite, but I need a bigger piece, I could order that. So that's good. It's good. I'm happy. I'm going to turn the camera off and put this stuff away, otherwise I'm going to end up with threads and stuff all over the sofa. So BRB. Okay, so that's the way. The next thing I got to show you is actually really cool. We did a secret stitcher kind of thing, so everyone spent like £10 to £15 and brought a parcel, and then our names were drawn out of hats, and we went up and picked a parcel. And the parcel I got, well, firstly, I got these really nice embroidery scissors. So I really like them. I got some blue DMC, a couple of different shades, and I got this project bag. Look at this. It's got a dragon on it. I don't know who made it, or if it was made by the person that did the secret stitcher, or if they bought it. But I love it. Oh, that's back. And I think it's handmade. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty certain. And it's just awesome, and I love it. And thank you again, secret stitcher, whoever you were. Really, really so happy. So now my current project lives in here. My head is in there at the moment. So that was super cool. I was really pleased. And now I have patterns to show you. Oh, they're falling. Oh no. Should I show the patterns or should I make my confession first? I should make my confession first. So, you know, I got the chatelaine last month. It was my birthday this month, and I got some birthday money, and I went on European cross stitch, and I bought the kit for the mushroom and fern mandala. So that will come probably in about April, and I will do a video on it like I did with the other chatelaine kits. Yeah, my birthday money covered a good third of the kit, slightly more than a third of the kit, and I also got the bead kit for my water garden because I decided that I didn't want to use the Mill Hill beads. I've seen in a couple of people say that Mill Hill beads are the wrong shape or they don't sit as nicely. And I was just like, you know what, as I'm ordering, I will order the bead kit. And I also ordered a pattern from European cross stitch as well, but you can see that when that comes. So yeah, that's my big confession. I have slight buyer's guilt, but on the other hand, I'm really super excited. So there'll be another 2017 start. I ordered the kit with no fabric because I think I'm gonna choose a nice subtle hand dyed to do it on. Because I want to make it into a wedding sampler for me and my wife. Because I'm slightly obsessed with mushrooms. You might have noticed. You might not have, but I am. Okay. That aside, I'll show you a couple of patterns I got at the retreat, and then some other stuff I bought over the month. So at the retreat I got a Mirabilia. This is Gypsy Mermaid. And I kind of got her because I got Gypsy Queen last month. And they kind of match. And I really like her. She's got really lovely colours. So yeah, this is Gypsy Mermaid. She has a lot of water lilies. She has 6 skeins of Karen water lilies. Different ones. And 2 Krennics. And 9 beads. So yeah, she's cool. I like her. I don't know when I stitch her, but I like her. I got this is by someone I hadn't heard of before. Lena Lawson Needle Arts, featuring the artwork of Mitzi Sato Woof. Oh dear. Sorry, I butchered that. And this is called Christmas Tree Sprite. And I just thought he was super adorable. Oh, the glare. Okay, I'll take him out. Isn't he cute? I don't really know what possessed me. And he uses DMC and Krennic. And the patterns in colour, which is always really cool. I don't know when I'll stitch him, but I will stitch him at some point, and that's fine. Oh my god, it wants me to do French knots in Krennic. Okay, I won't put that back in the wrapper on camera. Go over there, Christmas Tree Sprite. Oh no, they're all in. No, one of them isn't in wrapper. For a wedding gift, me and my wife were gifted some so-and-so vouchers, and I don't know if the lady wants me to say her name, so I won't, but you know who you are, and thank you very much. I love you, thank you. My wife got a Dimensions kit with the like a little petite one, and I don't know where it is. I will send you a picture. Lady who gave us vouchers of what she got. But she got a Dimensions kit. I think it's called Lilacs and Goldfinches or something like that. Actually, let me insert a picture of what it looks like here. So yeah, she got that. So that's not mine. I'm not going to stitch that. And I was meant to be kitting up a mushroom sampler, but it's all charted in Cosmo Floss, and the conversion charts online I found weren't brilliant to DMC. They were missing some of the colours, and I was a bit confused. So I didn't kit it up, but I will kit it up at some point. But that's what some of the money was intended for. So sorry I didn't do that, but I was confused, and I will do that, and it will be done next year. That's my goal. But I did buy a couple of patterns. Yeah, 3 patterns. So, first pattern I got is Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor, and I am not normally this kind of stitcher, but I just love the colours, and I really want to stitch this. It's huge, but I love the colours, so I'm going to stitch it at some point. So yeah, it's Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor. I think a lot of people have seen this one. A few people on FlossTube are stitching it. I think Crane was stitching it. I'm pretty sure I watched her December update the other day and she was stitching on it, and someone else had it too. If it wasn't you, Crane, I'm sorry, but it's so pretty. I love it. And the other ones are all in packages. Can I do it without glare? I got Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. Glare, no. Oh, sort of. You can sort of see that. So I really like this one. It's also not my normal style, but I just really like the colours again. I'm getting it out so you can see it properly because the glare is annoying. There we go. Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. And it's charted in Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works. And I will probably get those instead of doing it in DMC because I like the specialty floss. I do. I like hand-dyed floss. And even if it's not super variegated, even if it's just subtly variegated, I quite like that. And the last one I got is, you guys are going to be like, what is she on? I bought French Onion by Green Apple Company. I just thought it was really cute. I don't know. I obviously have a thing about vegetables and mushrooms, and yeah, so it said it was discontinued and there was one left in stock and it was like £4, and I was like, yes, you shall be mine, Mr. Onion. And now the onion is mine, and I will stitch it on some weird hand-dyed fabric, and I'll just put it in our kitchen and people will be like, why? Why did you do that? So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, they're the things I got with the So and So vouchers. And so thank you very much again. You know who you are. And the other thing I got, what happened was D-Stitcher ordered them for me because they were only available on 123 Stitch, and I was freaking out about that. So D-Stitcher ordered them for me and brought them to the retreat, and then I paid her money. I just pressed stop by mistake because I'm an idiot. So yeah, I paid her money and it was good, and I have patterns now. And they are the Drawn Thread Autumn Garden. Yeah, these pictures do not do these designs justice. And I got the Winter Garden. And they are charted all in silk, like needlepoint ink and dinky dyes, and there's some thread gatherer, silken colours, and Karen water lilies in Autumn Garden. If you remember, I got the Spring and Summer Garden a little while back, and what I'm gonna try and do, I think, is stitch them all on one piece of fabric. I think that could look pretty cool. So yeah, I was gonna say that's it, but it's not it, because I bought digital patterns. What did I buy? I didn't buy anything in the Haid sale. I was very good. I wanted to. I put stuff in my cart and then I didn't check out. So that happened. But I was good. I didn't buy more. But what I did buy was 2 designs by Bee Needleworks. I bought Tree of Stitches, and I'll insert a picture here. And I bought Summer Tree of Stitches, and I'll insert a photo here. I just think they're really cool, and I love specialty stitches, and yeah, so that also happened. I think that's it for my stash position. I have more stuff coming. I have the February box for Craft Kitten, and I ordered Glendon Place Mandala when I ordered that, and the hand-dyed fabric to go with it, so that should come with that, I hope. And I ordered the March box too, and I'll order the April box when it goes live. But yeah, I was feeling pretty down this month, which is why I bought things. I tend to do that when I feel down. I buy things. I think it's because moving out is a big step, and like I'm alone in the house pretty much all day, and I can't do like the housework, and my housemates and wife have to do everything because I can't do it. And I didn't notice it so much at home, I think because my mum just sort of did it, and she's always done it, and it was frustrating at home, but nowhere near as frustrating as it is here. So I don't know, I'm finding it hard, and I also found out I'm gonna probably be dismissed from my job because I've been on sick leave for a year and a half, and I knew that was coming, but it's still a big thing, and it still upset me a huge amount, and I didn't think it would, but it did. And I also basically have 2 months to try and do as much studying as I can, or I'm going to have to quit my PhD because I haven't done enough work to justify continuing it, because literally I'd run out of time and I wouldn't be able to finish if I don't do enough. But it's really hard to do any studying, and I don't know, it's just a lot's gone on top of me, and I'm okay. I'm feeling a bit better now than I did. But yeah, that's why I've bought stuff, because that's what I do. I need to stop doing it, and now I've got the now I've purchased the chatelaine kit, I'm gonna try and not buy anything stash wise for a few months, aside from the crafty kit and mystery boxes. So once the ones I've already got come in, including the Glendon Place mandala, you shouldn't see too much stash from me for the next couple of months, aside from the crafty kit and boxes. I'm not going to be strict. I'm not going to hold myself to that, but I'm going to buy less. This month was kind of an exception. It was going to the retreat. There was all this stash on the table, and you bought it, you know. And yeah, I had some vouchers and stuff. So normally I wouldn't spend this much, but you know, stuff. I think that's pretty much it. This has been kind of a long video. I'm really behind on FlushTube. I am currently mired in January. So you will be getting comments from me because I comment on everything I watch, or at least I try to. And I will slowly be working my way through when I'm doing my stitching. I'm hoping to do quite a bit of stitching this month, but obviously I've also got to seriously focus on my studying, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping to get caught up in the next few months. I've done it twice, I can do it again. We'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hit 600 subscribers. I don't know if I did that last month or this month. I don't know if I said it before, but that was good. I was really pleased. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing and commenting and keeping me cheerful, and I love watching all your videos and reading your comments and all of that. So I'm gonna post some pictures of the retreat at the end of this video if you want to stick around. But yeah, bye for this month and happy stitching.